So I'm going to go over my practice. I don't call it best practice because you have to decide what practice is best for you, but this is the way that I would do it. The first time I do it, I would create a folder, and I would actually name that folder whatever makes sense to me. You can name it, obviously what you want to. And I'm going to leave that on my desktop. You could put it anywhere on your computer. You'll see over here on the right that there are two things that came in when I turned on my camera, and it is connected to the computer. And one is a Samsung, and the other is this. It is a program that you can install on a PC computer. So I'm on a Mac. I'm just going to ignore it. If this doesn't come up, you can always click into your screen and go to Go and Home. And in the lower left, you'll see the Samsung, and click into that, and then you'll go to Video, Video, and you'll see one of the videos that you have taped on the camera. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to drag it into my folder. I'm going to open my folder, and again, this is what I think of as best practice. It doesn't have to be your practice, but the name that the camera gives it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. Put it in order, but what I want to do is rename it, and I'm going to say Bio Lesson 10.6. Whatever makes sense to you, you can use, but I would rename it just because if you're uploading a lot of files into YouTube, it might be important to know which is which. Okay, so I'm going to close these windows, and then I am going to open up a browser. So it can be Chrome, Firefox. If you're on a PC, Internet Explorer. I'm going to open up Chrome, and I'm going to go to Google. And one thing is, if you have a Google ID, it is also your entry into Blogger, and it's your entry into YouTube. So without going there, I'm just going to go to Google, and I sign in. Okay, and I go and I put, it actually fills in an account, but I'm going to change that account. So I'm going to put in my account information. This way, if you ever start using Google Drive or anything you go between, once you sign in, and you'll see I'm now going to go over to YouTube, and it'll keep me signed in because YouTube is owned by Google, as is Blogger. So there is a little continuity here. So you can see over in the upper right, my name, my picture I set up. You may not have a picture if you did not set it up. That's fine. Nice thing is you can just go straight to upload here on the top of the screen, and it's going to bring up your upload screen. Okay, so now we're going to get a select files to upload. I could drag the file in, but I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to select the files to upload. And one thing you want to pay attention to here is it gives you an immediate sample. You can either have your privacy set to public, which anybody can see the video, private, where only you can see it, or unlisted, which I would recommend for this project, because it means that only people with the link can see it. You can't search for it, you can't find it, it is unlisted. But since we're putting them on the blog for people to see, they will be the only ones who will be able to see it. So I select unlisted, and if you don't do it there, you could always do it later. And then I'm on the desktop, I'm going to look for Prism videos, and I'm going to select the video to upload. Then I get a chance, if I want to keep the title that I put on it, I can. If I want to, this is a quick lesson. I can describe it any way I want. You don't have to get too much into it. That's up to you. I see that it's unlisted. I could have changed it here if I wanted to, if I had forgotten. I'm actually going to change it to education. You don't have to do that, but just so that I keep all of my things in order. I can put a tag on it, and that again is not necessary. You don't have to. Okay, so I can see here that it is uploading. It's going to take a couple of minutes. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pause this screencast and then rejoin you when so a few minutes have passed, and I can see that my video has been uploaded. So now what I'm going to do, I don't have to be involved anymore here at YouTube, is I'm going to open another tab. You can go to File, New Tab, however you get, or you can change this and type in Blogger. I'm just going to leave YouTube open then. And I'm going to type in Blogger. And because I already signed into Google and I was signed into YouTube, I don't have to sign into Blogger. It already knows who I am. And we'll see how that comes in very handy when transferring something over. So once I'm signed into Blogger, I see the blogs that I'm a member of or the ones that I've written. So I'm just going to go into a travel blog that I dabble in. And it's going to open up. And what I want to do, and you would choose the blog that you're contributing to within the program that you're in. And on the left, once I'm into the blog, I'm going to click New Post. And that's going to bring up a page that looks a lot like a Word document. And at first, I'm going to want to title it. So it says Post Title, so I want to change that. Lesson Today, whatever you want to say about it. You can type in a few words about it. This was the lesson. And then what's very nice is up here, they have buttons that allow us, and if you see that, if you look closely, it looks like a little director's cut thing that they put in before they do a scene. And it says Insert a Video, so I'm going to click on it. And because this is connected to YouTube, all I have to do is go to My YouTube Videos and then select the video that I want to insert into the blog, and it comes up here. And then I can either, to make it go onto the blog, I have to click Publish. So it's going to do that. And then what I like to do before I sign out, I just want to make sure, I'm going to go to View Blog at the top, and I just want to make sure that it appears. Just taking a second to load. And now, right here is where the video is going to appear in just a second. I can tell that it's still loading. Okay, there it is. I can then play the video, and it'll play through here. Somebody could go full screen, but that's how you embed the video into your blog from your camera. It's just taken a little while to do this, but I can see that it's started.